And welcome back. The African Diaspora International Film Festival will be celebrating its 30th anniversary from November the 25th until December 11th with 89 narratives and documentaries from 44 countries to be presented in several different venues. Joining us now to share more, we've got the co-director and co-founder of the African Diaspora International Film Festival, Diarah N'Daw-Spech, and then we've got filmmakers Jerret Engle and Henry Pardo. And glad to have you all with us, and welcome back.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. And
Yes.
Diarah, I want to
Thank
start
you.
off with you. It's the 30th annual and 30 years, and you've done it before, you're doing it again. But what makes this year so special?
I think we have a great lineup this year. We wanted to celebrate the festival with some special occasions. So the first thing is we have expanded our footprint. We are screening in different venues in Manhattan, and we are also celebrating films by women filmmakers that won the Public Award for the best film directed by a woman of color in the past. So these are two things that we've done for the festival this year. And of course, we are presenting a wide range of films from many different parts of the world, and with a special focus on documentaries this year. As you know, documentaries are, they're not made to make money. They're made to inform, to educate, to empower people. And we really wanted to showcase, you know, documentaries that deal with history, as well as documentaries that deal with current issues. Um, for example, at the Schomburg Center, we're going to have a program around women leaders, and we're going to present two documentaries about Ella Baker and Fannie Lou Hamer. And we're going to have a discussion about them. We're also going to present a spotlight on Caribbean leaders with Harold Barrow, who is from Barbados and who was the first prime minister. So we're going to have lots of different films dealing with history, dealing with contemporary issues, and we are very excited to present those films. And we have great documentaries represented with the filmmakers with us today as well.
Yeah, we got two very special guests joining us as well. We've also got Jerret Engle. She's director, producer, and filmmaker. And talk to us about your work, Jerret, because you've got a place at the table.
hmm Well, my film is actually kind of a portrait, maybe a little bit atypical as a documentary in that respect these days. Kind of more in the verite documentary tradition. It's about four women living in a township in outside of Cape Town, and they're working to become chefs. But basically, they're commuting between two really different worlds, but doggedly pursuing this goal, and we just go into their lives and see how each of them deals with it. They do it in very different ways. But the unique thing I think about the film is we gave all these women cameras, and they also tell the story themselves. Well, the story is totally in their own words, um, and in their own footage. And some of the footage is really wonderful and really really intimate. And I mean, I'm deeply in love with these characters, and I hope that the people who share this film will attach to them too. They're very unique women and very interesting, I think.
Yeah. I want to bring in Henry Pardo, and Henry's got Dear Jackie, and Henry's a filmmaker. And talk to us a little bit about Dear Jackie, Henry.
Yeah, Dear Jackie is about our small community here in Montreal, in a neighborhood called Little Burgundy. So the film Dear Jackie is a cinematic, intimate letter to Jackie Robinson. I try to place the characters of the film in a room with them. If they could say what they want, if our community, which is old for about 200 or so years, could be frank and say it as it is to Jackie Robinson. Now we want to talk to Jackie Robinson because he was here in Montreal before starting with the Brooklyn Dodgers. He started here for the Montreal Royals. This is where he started, and it sort of gave this idyllic vision of Montreal and Canada also, as if we were, in 46 somewhere else. where post-racial relationships were amazing, and we worked well together. So what I do with this, I'm inspired by the Jackie Robinson myth, a thesis by a historian here, and I sort of like deconstruct these myths and show things how they really were for people that didn't have the spotlight. So what did they do? Right? They built a community all by themselves, and they had a lot of resiliency throughout these 2 years of history.
Amazing work there. Diarah, talk to me about when we talk about this representation, you can see right there just how difficult, different and, diverse we've got groups of people. He's got 89 narratives, documentaries from 44 countries. And there'll be a lot of diversity at the table. So give me a little bit about the impact that you feel that the festival makes with this great diversity.
Well, I think it's important to create a space where people can really, the festival is a bridge where people can really connect with one another and see what are the connections that exist between different communities, and also the similar challenges as well as the many differences. I think there's just too much stereotypical information out there that is not rooted in reality, and people don't really have the information to understand what's going on with people of African descent everywhere in the world. So we have films from Brazil, we have films from Europe. We are presenting, for example, a program about French and British and actors from the Netherlands as well. So Afro-European actors and what it is for them to be able to work in the film industry. We are presenting films from Latin America. And the idea is really to allow people to discover what are the challenges and the issues that we face as Black folks everywhere in the world, and how we can work together, or at least understand better each other, in order to be better people, understand better what's going on. There's so little information that those films are really important, I think.
Yeah. So for people who want to watch the film festival, what do they have to do?
Well, they have to go online to nyadiff.org to find the information, the schedule, and then they can attend the screenings. We are uptown Manhattan, all the way up on 145th Street with the Boys and Girls Club of Harlem. We are downtown at Cinema Village and Baruch College. We are in Harlem at Teachers College, Columbia University, and the Schomburg Center. So we are, scattered all over Manhattan, easily accessible, and we have films for 17 days. We have a school program that's very important. People can still register to bring students see films for free, films that are age appropriate, that will also expose them to different realities of the Black experience. And again, the best way to start to inquire about the festival is the website, nyadiff.org. That's where everything is, all the information is.
Well, I want to tell you, we are excited to have it come back one more year, 30th Annual African Diaspora International Film Festival. Diarah N'Daw-Spech, our guest. And then we've also got Jared Engel, director, producer, and filmmaker of A Place at the Table, and Henry Pardo, filmmaker of Dear Jackie, talking about that beautiful place called Montreal. I love that place. So I want to let you know, listen, thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing, and best wishes during this film festival.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you so much.
I just want to say that Jerret will be at the screening, so please come and meet us, come see her film.
All right, all right.
Oh, thank you, Diarah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All righty. Well, for more information, we want you to visit the website at nyadiff.org, and then follow them on Facebook and Twitter at nyadiff. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Open right after this.